I want to share something with you that took me years to learn and understand. Now, the greatest treasure in life is not dying in poverty. It is dying without discovering your full potentials, or dying with wealth inside you. A lot of people have potentials. If you go to the cemetery right now, you're gonna see a lot of buried projects, a lot of people dead, a lot of potentials down the soil, a lot of houses that have been built, a lot of families that have been raised and trained, a lot of lives that have been impacted. But why? They could not maximize their full potentials before they died. Right now, let's talk about that treasure. So in the cemetery has the greatest amount of treasure, because the kind and amount of people that are in the cemetery, if you have to tap what they left this world with, you'll be surprised how this world has transformed. Imagine someone like John F. Kennedy was never born, or never tapped his potentials, right? Or imagine someone like Billy Graham never tapped his potentials. They have done things that have shaped the world. Or someone like Elon Musk, the richest woman in the world. So in this life, there are things in you that you first need to tap and understand before you think of betting wealth. My name is Coach David Jembe. I talk business, I talk self-development, I talk money. A lot of untapped potentials are presently buried in the soil. Why? Not because they were not aware of it. Some knew their gifts, but they never deployed it. They never discovered it. They never developed it. That's one of the problems that is facing our world in these times. So the greatest tragedy is not dying in poverty. It is carrying wealth within you and dying with it. Right? Now, wealth is not necessarily riches, cars, houses. Those are results of money, results of wealth. But true wealth comes from impact, knowledge, vision, relationships, values, ideas. Money is just an offshoot. Right? So there are three things we're going to be looking at today in understanding the wealth within you. First of all, everybody is born rich. Not necessarily financially, but potentially. Now think of a seed. A seed has the potential to become a forest, right? Stay with me. An orange seed has the potential to bear fruit and become an orange one that will bear fruit. But in its initial form as a seed, it could not necessarily bear those fruits. Why? Not that it doesn't have those potentials in it, but because it has not reached a state of maturity into full development. So you can have your potentials in you, your wealth can be in you, but if you never discover it, you never deploy it, you never develop it, you'll be surprised that you are still within a sector that is not allowing to come out in your great wealth, in your potentials, in your resources. You are still limited financially and otherwise. So number one thing is that you are born rich. Right? You are born rich, you just have to discover it. And when I say you are born rich, I mean you are born rich potentially, not necessarily financially. Not all of us are born rich financially, but all of us are born rich potentially. Deploy your potentials. Number two, the greatest deception in this world is the idea of knowing celebrities, knowing people, knowing the famous people, and never discovering or knowing our own selves. Why? You can know everybody, you can feel like you have all the connection, you understand people, you're building relationships, but you never truly understood your own self. I will tag number two as most people die as strangers to themselves. Why? They never deployed what was in them. Why? They never deployed their true capacity. Why? They thought that they knew it all. When they knew people, not knowing that there was something within them that could have transformed their lives and transformed the world at large. Never be a stranger to yourself. As you know people, know yourself. And finally, I will say that wealth grows through development. That process must always be there. You cannot do without the process. It is impossible to deny the process. The process is a part of it. Right? Any great man you see today was once a small boy in his walk. He started. Warren Buffett, for example. Warren Buffett's skill is investing, right? But his secret and strategy is time. This man has invested for over close to 5 decades, right? If I'm not mistaken. And you think that because if some of you feel he's lucky, some of you think he just suddenly got there. But check it out, he has been in the business for a long time. So the ability to continuously do something, see anything you are doing, as far as you are consistent, that consistency itself is a training in you. It's a part of it's building something. Even if you're not that good, the fact that you are consistent, you are understanding the game of wealth, right? So you need to know that everything requires development. The wealth in you must be cultured. It's like a plantation, it's like a farm. you cultivate it, you grow your seeds until they become tangible crops that you can harvest, until they become trees that you can bear its fruits. So instead of you seeing other people's fruits, why don't you cultivate your seed to birth forth the wealth that is within you? You can admire people, you can love what people do, but there is something about you that is unique, special, and nobody can take away from you. The wealth that is within you, no economy can destroy it, no government can tax it, no thief can steal it, and no circumstance can bury it. Discover it, develop it, deploy it. The world is waiting for you. If you think that I don't need to be successful in what I'm doing because you feel like you're okay with the life that you have, then think again. If you think you are comfortable with the life, think again for the people it will affect. Think about your children. Think about your family. Think about your loved ones. Think about your unborn children. What legacy do you want to leave for them? So whenever you're taking up something, a job or something, always have in mind and in view that you're not just doing this for you. You're doing this for the community, for the impact you make in the lives. It may be tiring. Yes, it may be tiring. I understand completely. We've all passed through those phases, and we're always passing through it. Even the richest man has problems. The greatest people have problems. But in that season of problem, do not give up. You must understand that something always bets from you within a season. And that is why we have Chronos moment and Kairos moment. A Chronos season is a season of working, a season of developing yourself. A Kairos moment is a season of opportunity. So make sure that you use your Chronos well, because the day of your Kairos will come. If you're not prepared, your opportunity will pass you by. For example, a person who has been developing himself in his skill, the day he's offered a big contract, it's his Kairos day. But if he did not develop his Chronos days, what do you think would have become of him? You need to start understanding that this life that you live is beyond you. So when we talk about wealth and the wealth within, it is a transgenerational wealth. Do you understand? So even if you're not coming from a rich or wealthy family, let a wealthy and rich family come out of you, because you have the necessary potentials to bet it in you. You may not be so fortunate and lucky like your friends were, but I bet you, with what you've seen in life, you can create an empire that will last for your generations. The true wealth is in your values. True wealth is in your impact. True wealth is in your beliefs. It's not the currency. The currency can just be printed. When there were no currencies, kings still ruled because of the impact they made on the community. So don't just live a life for yourself, but think for the impact you make to the others, to the community, and to the world at large. You are a great person. You just need to discover, develop, and deploy the wealth within you. I didn't start in one day. It doesn't start in one day. It never does. It's a process. A process whereby you get better and better daily. The world is waiting for you. Know that your true worth is in your values. Never, ever substitute things that will truly make you happy, like your family, your loved ones, your principles, because of a paycheck. You must understand that the purpose and the reason why you live is greater than paychecks. There is much more wealth in you. When I started life, I started with teaching from primary schools, taught summer lessons. I did not know that that thing was getting cultivated in me. I began to teach online, I began to design, I began to work, and I started seeing different sectors of me being developed and awakened. Your potentials are limitless. I'm telling you the truth. Your potentials are limitless. And if you decide to form alignment, the true wealth in you will be bettered. You are not small, you are not weak. The potentials in lion from when it was a cub is still the same potentials that is in it when it's a full-grown lion. It didn't change, it just developed. Development. Everyone is born rich, not necessarily financially, but potential. Number two, most people die strangers to themselves and never fully knowing and developing themselves, and they know people. And number three, wealth grows through development. You cannot deny that fact. There is a version of you that requires ultimate betting. there is a version of you that must pass through the process. That wealth is still in you, and it can be expressed in diverse skills. I am telling you the truth. It can be expressed in wisdom, in relationship, in power. Oh my. Now, let's talk about how school started and wealth and rulers in those days. There was not necessarily a formal setting of education like we have today, or paper notes. But these people understand how to relate to the community. So one of the things you should be developing is your emotional intelligence. The ability to relate to people, the ability to lead people, the ability to communicate. If you think of high public speakers or top leaders or politicians, they make so much money not because they are the smartest, but because they understand human psychology, they understand human relationship, they understand human communication, they understand leadership. So always try to develop those soft skills in you. Integrity, you don't know where or how it will pay off. So as you develop yourself technically in your skill, in your crafts, in your career, in your course or whatever you're doing, make sure that those soft skills always remain in you. Those are the greatest forms of riches. Let me tell you a story. In my 100 level, I started designing and I began to sell courses from my 200 level. And do you know one of the things that helped me to sell to people a lot? Not because I had the best course, I had a very good course. My course is very good, of course, but because I always make sure that I touch the emotions of people. Whenever there's something designed to me, you appreciate it well. You don't just castigate and criticize people. You encourage people. There are things that are valuable to people much more than just how good you are in something technically. If they see that you have a good nature and a good character, they are willing to be mentored and to be grown by you. The same is how you treat your clients. The same is how you treat your work or your colleague members, the people around you. Let them see you as once they encounter you, they should know that they met somebody powerful, somebody that energizes them positively, that transforms them positively. Make the place better than how you met it. You'll be forever valuable, you'll be forever wealthy. Those are the true signs of wealth. Alright. So like this video, follow for more, share, turn on the notification. On Coach David JB. I talk business, I talk wealth, I talk self-development. So one thing I realized was that people began to come more and more to me because of the level of excellence I delivered. That excellence helped to create people who bring their siblings, pay for their siblings, bring their loved ones because they knew they were generating value. Right? So your wealth must be packaged well and excellent, and you must deliver an extreme amount of value to be wealthy. I am telling you the truth. I have seen it. Right? So your 3 points at the end of the day: nobody is born rich financially, but you're all born rich potentially. You have potentials, you have gifts in you. Stop lying around and stop sleeping on it. Number 2, most people die strangers to themselves. Don't die a stranger to yourself. As you know, celebrities, know yourself, understand your potentials. Part 3, wealth grows through development. Develop yourself, build your capacity, network with people, grow, watch YouTube videos, read books, study the wealthy people, be well cultured, and I bet you your life will transform. If you've seen these 3 factors and these 3 things, and you know that you are suffering in deficiency from one of them, drop it in the comment section. I will reply you. I will see how you can overcome it. Like this video and follow for more. I'm Coach David JB. I talk business, I talk wealth, I talk self-development. You're welcome. See you in the next YouTube video.